Sometimes, those who believe they are untouchable quickly discover that someone higher is always prepared to bring them back to Earth. And that is exactly what happens in the final case, so stick around until the end to see it all unfold. But first, watch as this officer completely breaks down into tears the moment he is caught red-handed.
He needs to... Yeah, Augie, come here. Let's go out here in the garage. We gotta put your weapons away. Come out here, we'll talk. You'll be alright. Here, let me have it so I can unload it. Just need to unload it.
What am I doing?
Sorry. When you total a vehicle, here, go in here. So we can put this away. When you total a vehicle, you got to go down for a alcohol assessment. Everybody that wrecks a cruiser that totals it has to go down there. So what we do is just take your taser off of you, and you have any backup weapons on you or anything?
The officers told Byron that Augustine had a little too much to drink as he tried to hug and kiss the officers around him. He also kept telling them that he loved them.
Take your... are you all right, Augie?
Yeah.
You seem... your focus seems divided on me. What's going on? You just nervous?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you under the influence of anything, Augie? No? Good. I hope not. I do. Where's your vest at?
I don't have it.
You don't have it on you? Okay. All right. What else do you got on you? You got
done.
Pocket knife, huh?
I'm done.
What's going on, though? Tell me what's going on, bud.
I'm done.
As the lieutenant decided to talk to Augustine, he soon realized that he was intoxicated. His eyes were blurry, and he couldn't even put a single sentence together. To make matters worse, he also declined to do a drug and alcohol test.
What do you mean you're done? You're going to go with me to take the test, Augie? You're refusing it? You don't want to do that.
I'm done.
Okay, so what does that mean? All right? Are you under the influence of something, Augie? What's wrong with you right now? I don't understand
I'm
that.
done.
Okay. Are you going with me?
No.
So what are you going to do?
I'm going home.
Can you call somebody to come get you?
I don't need to.
Well, I'm not going to let you drive.
Yeah.
Okay. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, what?
What?
I'm not going to let you drive. Can you call your wife? Seriously, Augie, can you call your wife?
I can drive by.
Okay. All right, let's go out here.
It's bizarre to think that Officer Augustine was drunk on duty. Any other citizen would be behind bars by now, but the lieutenant still treated him as if he had done nothing wrong.
All right. Don't play this game with me, bud. I'm trying to help you out here. Well, I can't do stuff. I'm just doing what I got to do, Augie. It's my job. If you want to leave, go ahead and leave. All right, let's go. Let's go. Come on, Augie. Don't do this, man. It ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. All right? I'm just doing my job. I'm just asking you to relax, okay?
I'm done.
Okay, and I understand that. I understand what you're saying, all right? I just don't want you to do it like this, all right? I'm not trying to be a prick. I'm not trying to be difficult. You got to understand, it's my job, dude, all right? So don't treat me like that. If you want to be done, I understand that. So if you want to leave, that's up to you. Do you have your keys here?
Despite his troubling condition, the lieutenant asked him to go home by driving his car. However, just then, the officer had a mental breakdown that further complicated matters for him.
Well, I'm not taking it, okay? So, Augie, are you okay to drive, brother?
Yeah.
Seriously, I'm worried about you.
Yeah.
All right, well, get going then. Do what you got to do, all right? Augie, you need to get it. You need to relax.
You're fucking with me.
No, huh? What'd you say? Who is? You just wrecked a cruiser. It's not the end of the world.
Fuck that.
I know, it's not the end of the world. We can do this, Augie. If you just go down and take the test like we're asking you, if you do that, then we can at least get that cleared to where you can come back to work. Seriously, Augie, I'm trying to help you, bud. Huh? What'd you say? I don't want to... What'd you say?
Fucked up.
What do you mean you're fucked up? Alcohol? Pills? What are you talking about? Huh? Okay. All right.
Officer Augustine was having a hard time even standing up straight. Eventually, he admitted that he was too drunk to drive home, and that's when the lieutenant tried to pull him back.
Augie, I get that, bud. So I can't let you drive home, all right?
Yeah, I can.
No, you can't.
Yeah, I can.
You said you're fucked up. How are you going to drive home?
I'm not fucked up. I'm fucked up. I'm fucked up.
What? help me understand, Justin.
What the fuck?
You talking about just in the head?
Fuck you.
Huh? We don't need to do this, Augie.
What?
Come on. We don't.
What?
Why are you doing this like? Why are you doing me like that? Huh? What have I done to you for you to do that? Do me like that, man? Seriously. I am honest to God being serious with you. What have I done to you for you to treat me like that?
What the fuck?
Huh?
What the fuck?
I don't know. I didn't wreck the cruiser in there and then have to ask you to come to take the test.
Okay.
Okay.
Fuck 'em.
Okay. And again, I understand that, Augie, that you're upset. I get that. You're having a tough time right now with everything that's going on, bud. But it doesn't have to go out like this, okay?
The lieutenant was violating the law by not arresting him at this point, but the officer had no regard for this as he kept on abusing him. He soon decided to detain him momentarily as he figured out what to do.
We have to go down with that and go take the test. If everything comes back okay, then that's great. It helps you. It benefits you.
I've been drunk.
Huh?
I'm drunk.
You're drunk right now?
No, I've been drunk.
Been drunk when? Today?
Yeah.
Okay. So you don't think you are now?
No.
Okay. Well, I can't let you drive the car home unless we test
What the fuck you
positive.
gonna do?
What am I going to do?
Yeah.
Augie? Is
What
this
the
the way
fuck
you're
you
going to
gonna
do
do?
this? You're about to get yourself arrested, bud.
For what?
What do you mean? What am I going to do? I can't let you drive. So you try to get in that car, I got to stop you, and then you're going to start fighting with me. What is that going to do? Huh? Seriously, Augie, why are you doing this to me? I didn't do anything to you. Okay? I didn't do anything to you. Well, let's go back in here so we can figure this out, Augie. Please. You know I got to call Jason, right?
Seeing a law enforcement officer given extra protocols is undoubtedly frustrating because of his badge. Any other person would have been arrested by now and would need to spend 12 hours in the locker before they got completely sober.
Augie, I know they are, and I understand that. Can you call your wife and have her come get you, bud? Please, get your phone out and call her. You don't have your phone? You want to use mine? Not an employment test. He's going to say, hey, this guy's driving a car, we need to test him. And I mean, you got the right to refuse it, but we got to go through the process on that, Augie. And again, I want you to understand that I know, you probably are. You're right. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it or lie to you. Huh? Augie, come on, bud. Come on, just calm down, bud. I understand you're upset. You got to calm down. And remember, Augie. Huh? I'm talking to you as a friend here too. All right.
The officer was just not coming to his senses. He kept repeating profanity and disrespecting the lieutenant, who was his good friend.
Fuck! Fuck it. Oh, what the fuck's this?
Did you dial the wrong number? He's not cooperating real well. He's right here in front of me. I'm not hiding or talking. I'm talking in front of him. He's acknowledged that he was drinking today and whatnot. So that's where we're at now. How do you want us to proceed with that? Are you gonna go down for the test, Augie? He's refusing that. Okay. I hate to see you like that, bud.
This video highlights the incompetence of this police officer, who had no respect for the badge or his job. Watching him cry in the middle of the road was surely not a good sight, but it was all because of his own wrongdoing.
Why are you taking it out on me?
Yeah, it's on you.
Huh?
Yeah, it's on.
Okay. All right.
You put that stance.
I'm just waiting for a phone call back. Just relax, bud. Just relax, all right? Enough. He's saying I got to do it like a 2255 form, so I got to read you the 2255 form. Do you understand that? Are you willing to hear me out and do it? All right, let's go in there and take care of that, bud. And then we'll get you out of here. As soon as your wife gets here, we'll get you out of here. All right? Let's go into the briefing or the. Since you already said you're going to refuse it, there's no reason to do anything other than that. So I understand what you're saying.
Finally, the lieutenant decided he had had enough and contacted his supervisor before making the arrest. Augustine was taken inside the police station and was about to be held accountable for his actions.
I got to read the test and refusal consequences to him, so I just need a witness. It says you're now under arrest for OVI, operating a vehicle under the influence of alcohol and a drug or a combination of them, operating a vehicle under the influence of a listed controlled substance or a listed metabolite of a controlled substance, operating a vehicle after underage alcohol consumption or having physical control of a vehicle while under the influence. If you refuse to take any chemical tests required by law, your Ohio driving privileges will be suspended immediately and you will have to pay a fee to have the privileges reinstated. If you have a commercial driver's license and refuse to submit to the test or test, you will immediately be placed out of service for 24 hours. You will be disqualified from operating a commercial motor vehicle for a period of not less than 1 year, and you will be required to surrender your commercial driver's license to me.
The lieutenant was still trying to side with Augustine, urging his supervisor to cut him some slack. However, the supervisor made sure to treat him like any other citizen.
My body camera's on still. That's his bag. Don't let him out. He brought that in here. I know. He took it out of his cruiser. Keep an eye on that. Oh, fuck. I'm just filling out the 2255 form in here because I got all his information. Yeah, I read it to him. He's refusing. So,
Okay.
If it's okay with you, and if it's okay with you, I'm not going to issue a citation right now. I'll write it out later and do what we got to do. Or how do you want that done?
No, we'll treat it like a normal OBI.
Can you go get me a traffic ticket, please?
The supervisor returned to talk with the lieutenant regarding this case, and by the looks of it, this seemed pretty bad for the drunk officer.
Person's coming in.
To talk to him?
He's probably going to order him to do an admin blood draw after you guys are done.
He's not going to do that.
Well, you know what that means.
Yep. It doesn't matter, to be honest with you, so let's not fight over it because he was threatening me out there. His behavior was...
Oh, really?
He didn't come out and say, I'm going to kick your ass or do something, but he's going, what are you going to do about it? He starts clenching up. It's a lot.
Okay.
His totally insubordinate.
Okay.
To the point where I was calling you, telling you, basically let you know that we're going to be fighting.
Okay. Yeah, that's kind of what I was getting from you.
Yeah, there was no question. Fortunately, I got him to calm down.
Yeah.
And there's something went on in here. He'll have to tell us later because I told him
Okay.
to take his gun and stuff from him. I asked him because he lifted up his shirt. He doesn't have a vest. He came to work today, dressed, ready to go, and patrolled for an hour or so without a vest.
Okay.
There's more than enough. We're done.
Correct.
What the hell was that?
That's his credit card and his key.
Where was that?
The key was in the car. The credit card's on the floorboard.
You get some better pictures.
Yeah.
Oh, crap.
As Officer Augustine was seated, his condition worsened by the minute. He was highly intoxicated, and the fact that the lieutenant was urging him to drive home is deeply concerning. We can only imagine what could have gone wrong for him and others on the road.
Here's Justin. Can you look at me, bud? You sit here now. Apparently you dropped this Visa card. It's your bank card. You dropped that there in the cruiser. Justin, here's the DMV 2255 form for the refusal. And since we had so much time, I went ahead and wrote the citation out. The citation is going to be for the OVI refusal, and then just reasonable control on private property. And I need you to sign the ticket, bud. If you'll just sign right here, get a copy of that.
Hey Justin, can you hear me? Justin, can you hear me? Jason, can you hear me? Okay?
The officers got around Augustine as they read him his rights and the charges he was about to get. However, the drunk officer couldn't care less as he wasn't in his senses.
Let's go out of your chair, Justin. You're about to fall again, dude. You okay? You need an ambulance with Justin. Justin, you need an ambulance. You need medical attention right now? You need medical attention, Justin? Justin, I gotta read you this, okay? You're hereby ordered to fully cooperate with the investigating official. Your failure to cooperate will create an objective and subjective fear of termination. You have the following rights and responsibilities during this investigation. You have the right to be informed of the allegations involved. You will be asked questions specifically directed and narrowly related to the performance of your official duties.
Next, the internal affairs of his own department exposed the unethical actions of a brutal officer and refused to absolve him.
Dodge Charger belongs to the sheriff's office. I just clocked this son at 96 in a 35.
You, sir, are a disrespect to our profession this evening. If you say it one more time, I'm going to hold you in custody and make you tell the judge in the morning that you have a law enforcement ID.
While corruption can sidetrack even the best of the best, there are some officers who still stay true to their badge and won't hesitate to shut down those stepping out of line. These next cases capture those moments the best.
Dodge Charger belongs to the sheriff's office. I just clocked this son at 96 in a 35.
On June 20th, 2023, an officer of Henry County, Georgia pulled over a vehicle going 96 miles per hour in a 35 mile per hour zone, but found himself in the most bizarre scene when he realized who he pulled over.
Guess who I just pulled over?
Who?
Yarborough.
Really?
Yeah, the chief deputy driving a Dodge Charger, a souped up Dodge Charger belongs to the sheriff's office. I just clocked this son at 96 in a 35.
Really?
License back.
Yeah. Sir, here's your ID back. This is your copy of the citation. If you would sign right here. It's got a court date, time it must appear.
Yes, sir.
Please slow down and have a safe day.
Yes, sir.
How bad of a police chief do you have to be find yourself having to be schooled like a toddler by one of your own deputies? But this was just a small taste of the next cases that we have in store for you.
You, sir, are a disrespect to our profession this evening. If you say it one more time, I'm going to hold you in custody and make you tell the judge in the morning that you have a law enforcement ID.
On November 14th, 2020, an off-duty Scottsdale officer, Drew Romo, would be bar hopping that night, getting more and more intoxicated. Later that night, Scottsdale police would be dispatched outside a bar where they found Romo in the middle of the most bizarre scene.
But you need to go. Let's go. You need to go. They don't want you here, so you have to go. It's simple. If you don't want to be in trouble with us, just go. That's it.
Dude, I'm fucking on your side.
They don't want you at the business, so you need to go.
I'm on your fucking side.
I get that, but they don't want you here today, man.
You guys are fucking brutal.
Hey.
I'm on your side, bro.
We understand what you do, but you need to.
I'm a law enforcement.
Okay, you need to understand. Hey.
Already, Romo displayed a very unprofessional perspective on how things are supposed to work, and it's not about who's on whose side.
What did he do? What did he do?
He's trying to fight everybody that walks by.
Right.
We kicked, after you guys told us to kick us out, we kicked him out.
He ain't even fucking following no social distance.
So we literally kicked him out, and then he's literally after you guys, they just stood up. He's like, you guys want to fucking call him out. You gotta leave, bro. Alright.
Dude, it's fucking Arizona. What the fucking... What am I getting on what fucking... What am I...
Taking you out?
What am I...
I'm just trying to keep you out of jail,
No.
You want to be a California cop and be a dick, and you want a chest bump us? You can go ahead and do that. And guess where you're going to end up? In my fucking jail.
The officers, however, made it clear that they would not be giving him any special treatment.
What am I doing wrong?
You're too intoxicated. You're trying to pick fights with people. Every club has asked you to leave
On
multiple
what
times.
club?
Every club you've gone to.
On what? What am I doing?
They've removed you twice from 2 different clubs. Do you not understand that?
What am I 6 or 2?
I don't know what that is.
Romo found himself baffled when facing real professionalism and chose rather to argue with them like a toddler, but the officers had even less patience than Romo.
Trying to understand, what are they kicking me out for?
You're too intoxicated. In the state of Arizona. Listen to me for 1 second. Get it through your head right here, okay? You've had too much to drink and you're not processing anything anymore. Arizona law requires that if a bar realizes you're too intoxicated, they must remove you within 30 minutes.
On their own.
You've been removed. There's no drinking.
He was at when he was at the line, he kept on hitting the bouncer's hand. When he was trying to get through, the bouncer just kept on brushing him off. So
it is utterly insane how someone so immature as Romo could become a cop, but the officers detaining him felt even more shame sharing the same job as him.
Go home. I'm gonna go home.
Oh, now you're gonna go home? You just said you didn't want to go home. Now you want to go home? Are you serious? Now you want to go home.
Let's sit him down.
Dude, I have a fucking law enforcement ID.
You, sir, are a disrespect to our profession this evening. If you say it one more time, I'm going to hold you in custody and make you tell the judge in the morning that you have a law enforcement ID. You're a disgrace right now. So you need to shut your damn mouth before I call your supervisor, and we go from there, and you don't lose your job in California while you're visiting Arizona.
I don't understand.
So you close your mouth and let us do our job now, because you can't make adult decisions.
The officer held back nothing and absolutely schooled Romo with all the rage he felt towards him for having the same badge as him. But this alone wouldn't be the end of his immaturity.
They got assault. Multiple witnesses watched about 15 times him swatting the hand of the security guards away in line trying to grab us.
We've already asked them to go home tonight. So if you got a victim and you got someone that articulates it, he's already been kicked out of Whiskey Road.
Come on, bro.
Service.
Are you serious?
Sometimes you got it.
I have a fucking ID.
And got the protocol. There's a protocol.
Whiskey referred to the original bar that Romo had found himself kicked out of, and in his intoxication tried to enter another, causing the whole scene.
I'm here waiting for our table, and he was just like, just looking at me, and I was like, "Is there like a problem?"
Yeah.
And he was like, "What is that?"
There's gonna be a problem.
And I was like,
be a problem.
and then that's when he turned around and started talking to him and pushing him.
Everyone in the group says that he came over to every single one of them and said, "You want to have a problem tonight? You want to make a problem? I have a problem." And then all of them watched him get in Edgar's face, swat his hands away. Edgar's just, "Hey man, you got to back up, back up." So that was.
With the way the witnesses described Romo, it would have been easier to believe he was a college frat boy than a cop. Let's see how Romo defended himself from this.
Just go home. It's time to go home. You can't get into any more bars. Your buddies asked you to leave, and you would not leave, and you walked off on your own, and they left you.
But it's a bar.
That's what you're not getting. It's great.
Yeah, but I don't understand, Mom. I'm fucking under arrest. When it's a fucking bar.
Because you had a security guard asking you to leave, and you kept swatting his hand.
Bro, I'm under arrest for a fucking bar feud when I told you.
Told me what? You're so intoxicated, nothing's sinking in.
Bro, it's undisputed. You're seriously gonna fucking put me in this position?
His arguments with the officer felt like a child not wanting to eat his broccoli. Even if it was just a bar feud, Romo still deserved to be arrested 10 times over.
See, this is the other part that's a disgrace to our profession that you're not catching. If you were a true cop and you cared about the blue, you would not put me in this position right now. You would have freaking gone home when I asked you to. Okay? That's the position you put me in. Yeah, I do think you should have gone home. Even your friends. Where is your bachelor party?
It's in fucking Phoenix.
You're by yourself, bro. They left you. You understand that? They left you.
Come on, dude.
That is what reveals just how sad of a case Romo was. Not even his friends could tolerate his obnoxiousness.
You're being arrested for assault and disorderly conduct.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I'm not kidding you, sir. I have 5 people that provided me the exact same statement about you trying to physically assault them and then watch you physically assault the bouncer by swatting his hand away. They noted at least 10 times.
Bro.
The security guard noted at least 15 times.
Watching Romo's world crash around him was priceless, and so was his next attempt to evade responsibility.
I will tell you that honestly.
Do you have a lieutenant information?
No, I don't.
Okay. So you would like for me to blind call your agency tomorrow and tell them that I arrested you and then ask to speak to the police chief? Who would you like me to notify? Because if you don't want to give me any information, it's going to be a blind call to whoever I can get a hold of.
I don't have to be honest with you. Are you?
I'm listening.
To be honest with you?
Yeah, I would hope you would be honest, yes.
I don't have it. You're not.
It's as if there was no end to Romo's man-childness, even refusing to give his employment information and getting another lecture in return.
Is there a fucking fit?
Did you slide your hands down into the groove?
I can't.
There you go. Hang on. Keep working your hands down. There's elbow grooves. Okay. It's a short ride, okay?
Yeah, whatever.
That right there is what real professionalism and integrity looks like. Something so many cops like Romo lack. But Romo's desperate attempts wouldn't stop from there.
What's up, man?
I can't fucking breathe anymore.
Okay.
You're a fucking prisoner.
Well, sir, at this current time, you are in a jail facility, and the correct term probably would be prisoner. However, we're trying to get you released, but you're not showing any signs of sobering up that allows us to believe that you can go out and act accordingly in society.
The officer set the example straight to him, but every word that entered Romo's ear went out the other end.
Breathe, sir.
You're continuously banging on the jail cell doors.
Because I can't breathe. I have anxiety.
I completely understand the anxiety part.
I am sobering up. What do you want me to do?
Well,
I can't breathe in here.
I understand that. I am ordered to inform you of this information. Upon your release, you are ordered to call Lieutenant Scott Blinn, and I will provide you his phone number.
I know Blinn's phone.
Okay, and you are ordered to call him immediately upon your release to report your actions.
What exactly did Romo expect them to do? Hook him up with a bigger cell? He seemed to be forgetting that this was a jail, not a hotel.
I feel like a fucking animal here, and this ain't right.
You've arrested
cop to cop.
You've arrested people, right?
I have.
And they end up in a jail, right?
I have.
So you were arrested. So you end up in a jail. There's nothing we can do special for you because of your situation.
Now,
This goes back to our conversation from 3 hours ago when we tried our best to give you the professional courtesy that it deserved.
I gave it to you.
No. We tried to give you the professional courtesy.
I gave it to you.
Okay.
I was in handcuffs when I gave it to you.
Okay.
People obviously don't change overnight, but Romo should have had the consciousness to at least feel some guilt for his actions instead of trying to defend them. Romo would eventually be fired shortly after this incident and was charged with assault and disorderly conduct, having to pay a total fine of $650. This next case, however, would be similar to Romo's, but at the same time, entirely different.
We'll take a report. He's not going to take it, we'll take it.
On October 26, 2015, Sergeant Michael Roadside was driving his vehicle on a New Jersey rest stop when he somehow managed to find himself in one of the most terrible yet delicate situations.
How we doing? I am not strong. You okay? Yeah. I had a prostate surgery. Okay. I'm on anesthesia right now. I'm trying to get home to Cinemedicine. Okay. I will pay for her, whatever has to do. Okay. What happened? You get it from behind? Like, I can't, I gotta get home. Okay. Alright, fair enough. We'll make sure she's okay. You alright? You want an ambulance or anything? No, I'm fine. Okay. I just want to get home. Alright, fair enough. Whatever.
Roadside had hit a woman's car from the back of his vehicle and claimed it was due to his medical condition at the time. But the woman's side of the story revealed something else.
This guy, he got out of the car, I told his shovel, his uniform's inside out. I got out of the car, he told me, I'm like, are you going to call the cops or are you going to take care of this? He said, I'll take care of it. He goes, I'll take care of it. He goes, I'll give you my number. I said, no, I don't operate that way. He said, I'll take care of it. He goes, I'll write you a check for $1,000. I said, are you a cop? He said, yeah, I'm a cop. I go, where's your uniform? His uniform was on inside out. He said, it's in the car. You want to see it? I go, where's your weapon? And he pulled his thing open like this to show me that he had his weapons on him.
Okay.
And this fell out of his pocket when he did it.
Okay.
And
The woman referred to a loose bottle cap that fell at a roadside to close, and wouldn't you know it, it belonged to something that is very much illegal to consume before driving.
I said to him, you get back in your car right now. My son-in-law's a state trooper. Get back in your car. You're scaring me. And then I got in my car and I called my fiance. I'm like, I don't know what to do. I'm scared. Call the cops.
All right, first, let me get your, obviously, let me get your license, registration, insurance. We'll take a report. He's not going to take it. We'll take it.
The officer immediately reassured the woman that he meant business and was in no mood to hand out any special favors.
Oh, and also, when I pulled, he was in the gas station. I was getting gas.
Oh, back there?
Yeah, he was in front of me.
He what?
He was in front of me.
Okay.
And he stopped right in the middle, and so I had to back up and go around them. And then I came up here, and when I stopped for the light, for the stop sign, I didn't hit me.
Later, Roadside confessed to being heavily under the influence prior to the accident. Not only was he incredibly careless, but he also tried to cover it up by faking such a serious condition.
Do you know? Well, that's the problem. He comes out of the car, his shirt's all untucked. He's got, I don't know if it's saliva or vomit on his shirt.
This is just a classic example of what cops do to get away with crimes they are meant to be solving and poison the system with their selfishness. He remains suspended without pay pending an internal investigation, a state police spokesman said that Tuesday. Roadside's attorney, Robert Eberup, said his client was a 29-year veteran of the force with a relatively clean driving record and was accepting full responsibility for his actions. However, there were still plenty more corrupt cops that are not man enough to admit their mistake like Roadside. Some, in fact, even commit their crimes while on duty, like in this next case.
This is very awkward for me, Mr. Hernandez.
On June 10, 2024, Officer John Hernandez from Albuquerque, New Mexico was en route to begin his shift when another officer noticed him weaving recklessly, well over 100 miles per hour. The state he found Hernandez in was nothing short of disgusting.
How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good. What's the hurry?
I'm just in my way to work. I have like 11 minutes left.
You have 11 minutes left?
Yeah, I
Okay.
can win that.
Okay, and also, you're not staying in your lane.
I'm sorry, boss. I have a low tire. That's all it is.
Come back here and talk to me real quick. Here. So did you see me on the freeway?
I didn't see you. I'm sorry.
Okay. You didn't see me at all?
No, sir.
You didn't see me at all?
No, I didn't.
Okay, were you doing a buck 12 and I turned around? I actually saw you in the median. I turned around and I've been chasing you probably since the 2:12-ish.
Okay.
Hernandez listened and responded to every word of the responding officer with the alertness of a goldfish, indicating some foul play afoot.
Oh, okay, so here. So, Mr. Hernandez, where are you coming from?
Las Lunas.
Where do you live at in Las Lunas?
What's that?
Where do you live at?
Hunting Ranch.
Hunting Ranch?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Mr. Hernandez, like everybody, I told you to put your gun away. Okay, I'll be flat out honest with you. Okay, one, you're speeding.
Yes, sir.
With no lights on.
Yes, sir.
Two, I don't know why you keep going off the road. That's why I stopped you.
Honestly, can I show you why?
Well, you can tell me why.
Hernandez had a fake excuse ready for the officer, but at that point it was too late, as the officer was already on to what Hernandez was trying to hide.
Hernandez, when did you last drink alcohol?
Yesterday.
Okay, I'm gonna check your eyes real quick.
Okay.
Put your toes together.
Yep.
I'm gonna talk by flashing lights. What time yesterday?
Probably 12.
12 midnight or
Noon.
12 noon?
Yes, sir.
Okay, noon yesterday?
Yes, sir.
So like 12 hours ago?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
No. Like noon the day prior.
Okay, I'm gonna check your eyes.
Already with the officer's first question, Hernandez began backtracking on his own answers in a desperate bid to seem truthful.
See my fingertip?
Yes, sir.
Follow my fingertip with your eyes only. Don't move your head.
Yes,
so, Mr. Hernandez, can you explain why I would smell alcohol from your breath?
I don't know why, sir.
Okay, here we go. Don't move your head. This is very awkward for me, Mr. Hernandez.
Hernandez had begun showing signs of clear intoxication, a fact that the officer probably had wished wouldn't be true, but we don't always get what we want.
Mr. Hernandez, 2 more quick tests. We'll possibly get you on your way. Any problems walking, balancing, or turning?
I mean, just boost, but nothing crazy.
Okay. Those are what you use every single day?
Yeah, relatively. I changed the insoles on them, but...
Come over me. Yep, on my light.
Yes, sir.
Face your police unit, put your heel and toes together. Right now, the only thing I want you to do is just listen to me, okay?
Okay.
Can you imagine a straight line from your left foot to my right foot?
Wanting to give Hernandez the benefit of the doubt, the officer gave him one last chance by conducting further sobriety tests, a chance that Hernandez would not end up taking.
Okay. Unfortunately, Mr. Hernandez, I believe that you're well over the legal limit.
Okay.
Okay. Go and take up your. So I will do the favor of that. Would you disagree with me?
I wouldn't agree with you, sir.
No, I said. Would you disagree with me?
I would disagree with you.
Okay.
Can I put it in my unit?
Sure.
You can tell the officer was not happy with this outcome, but still had the integrity to do the right thing, unlike Hernandez.
Yes. Your speech. I've never heard you speak. The strong odor. Your eye movements. Okay.
Okay, but my eye movement and nothing else.
Okay.
I'm not going to argue.
Oh, I know you're not.
I'm good. Here.
You are now under arrest for driving under the influence of intoxicating liquor and/or drugs. The next Compliant Consent Act requires you to submit to a breath test to determine the alcohol content of your blood. If you refuse, you will lose your next driver's license or non-resident operating privilege for 1 year. If you are convicted in court for driving while under the influence, you may also receive a greater sentence because you have refused to be tested. Furthermore, you'll be charged with aggravated DWI, which you know.
Imagine serving with the police for over 3 years and end up losing your job and the respect of your colleagues simply because you couldn't comply with the most basic of laws. It's always disappointing to learn that one of our officers is accused of breaking the same laws they are sworn to enforce. APD Chief Harold Medina stated in a press release following Hernandez's arrest, "We will move forward with an internal investigation while criminal charges are handled by the judicial system." And now for our final case of the day, we have one of the most blatant examples of how corrupt officers let their personal vendettas affect their responsibilities to the public.
All you're going to do is give her more ammo. Alright?
In September of 2023 in Braunfels, Texas, a woman, Trevino, found herself being pulled over by an officer, Patrick Akers, over a simple traffic stop. However, the events leading up to the stop and Akers' previous history spin an entirely different tale.
So this is that female, Trevino. She flicks me off as I'm going back to back of my patrol car, fails the single left hand to go into the left lane. She flicks me off, so I just wanted a second to make contact with her. How's it going? Officer Akers, New Braunfels Police Department.
You are.
Okay.
I know who you are.
That's fine. Well, the reason why you being...
Over for flipping you off.
No, ma'am. The reason why...
You are retaliating against me. You turned your sirens on and everything, ran over here like a crazy person.
Okay. Well, ma'am, the reason why you're being contacted is you failed to signal lane change when you flicked me off.
Okay.
The truth was that Akers had a history of making unlawful arrests, especially with this woman Trevino, leading to her flipping him off in the first place.
I have 3 officers here.
He's hurt me before. Please don't let him.
Yeah, would you mind, Henderson, go ahead and detaining her?
Don't.
In cuffs?
No, because he's done illegal to me.
Okay. All right. We'll just continue to You're under arrest for failed to signal lane change.
I'm under arrest for failing to signal a lane change?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm under arrest for failing to signal a lane change?
Yes, ma'am.
Despite having a run-in with Akers before, even Trevino couldn't believe that he would arrest her for something so petty over such an unbelievably selfish reason.
You guys just know this is bullshit. You guys just know it is. You guys know it is. You're under arrest. Grab my phone. Grab my phone. Please grab me. Please grab me.
What's that? Yeah, she has a driver's license, but...
I'm gonna turn this off. You know?
Before consulting his partner on what to do with Trevino, Akers and the officer conveniently decided to switch off their body cam. But little did they know, Trevino had left her phone on recording.
She comes down the street, comes right towards me. As I'm walking back by the car to do nothing, she flicks me off. And then as she does that, she gets on the lane, fails the signal lane change. See? You guys, it's going to be an issue?
Huh?
You think it's going to be an issue?
Given your history,
Yeah.
so any other person you would write a ticket to, right?
Yeah.
So that's how you have to treat every interaction.
During the conversation, it became clear that Akers knew exactly what he did was wrong, but only seemed concerned with whether he would be able to get away with it or not.
So let's write the ticket and go about it that way.
Sounds good.
Because all you're going to do is give her more ammo. All right?
Yep.
So write the ticket, just fill it out.
All right.
Akers believed he was all good, writing a report inaccurately portraying the events in order to cover up the real reason he had violated Trevino's rights, something that he would soon regret.
So here's the thing, right? Had you just gone on about your day, right? So your intense hatred is causing you to do other things that is drawing attention to you. You need to move on with your life. Move along, okay?
These officers really thought that they could just restrict Trevino's freedom, but luckily the phone audio revealed even more incriminating evidence.
Okay, I know about the court stuff, everything that occurred. If Officer Akers had done anything wrong, he wouldn't be here right now, right? That's 100% true. It is. So, you need to move on and not be running around flicking people off. Right? I get it. That's your First Amendment if you want to flip people off. But what it did is it caused you to create a hazard into a traffic infraction right in front of an officer. Right?
See how another officer's out-of-control behavior ends with a face-to-face confrontation with his superiors, leaving him with nowhere to hide from the consequences.
In January 2017, First Amendment auditor Philip Turner was walking down the street when he observed several police officers making an arrest. He soon got his camera out and started to record the incident. However, just a minute into it, one of the officers came over to him.
Can you go stand back over where you were for me, sir?
There's something wrong with being here?
Yes, sir, there is. I don't want you to be in direct line with that vehicle. I'd like for you to go back to where you were standing. You can continue filming all you'd like, but I don't want you right here.
Am I interfering?
Well, technically now you're starting to pose into somebody else's private property with your videoing, yes, sir.
The deputy had no clue about the laws and kept instructing the auditor to stop recording and go away. However, he had no idea that he was up against someone who had way more knowledge about the law than he did.
Okay, did they give you permission to film inside their truck?
I don't need permission on public.
In public? In somebody's vehicle?
I don't need permission on public.
No, not to film us, you're correct. But to film inside somebody's vehicle, that's an extension of their house, and that is a private place. So you do need somebody's permission to film inside their vehicle.
But is that a crime?
If they decide it is, yes.
Who's they?
The two we got in the back of our cars. If they don't want you filming or you didn't get permission from them, you can't be filming inside their cars.
Well, you guys got the door open.
Look, all I'm asking you to do is go stand back over where you were.
Even if I was back there, I can still see inside the car.
Okay, so go stand back over there. It's simple as that. But right now that I'm having to come over here and ask you to move again, now you're interfering with our investigation because instead of me being able to focus over here, I got to focus on you. So if you could just go stand over there, I can call a supervisor if you'd like to speak to a supervisor.
Yeah, you can go ahead and call a supervisor.
You can make any complaints you'd like, but all I'm asking you to do is go stand back over there where you were.
Just go ahead and call a supervisor.
Okay. Do me a favor and go stand back over there for me, all right, bud?
I don't see what's wrong being here.
I'm asking you to go stand back where you were.
Turner refused to be intimidated by the deputy and didn't leave the place. Eventually, the tyrant deputy had to step back.
There was not an issue where you were standing. Now there's an issue where you're at.
Because I'm filming inside the truck, right?
Yes, sir. You can film us all you want. We don't care. We want you to do it from a safe distance. So if you could go back to where you were, that'd be greatly appreciated.
All right. If the issue is with me filming here inside the truck, I won't film inside the truck.
If you could go stand back where you were, please. Go and contact your sergeant. There's not an issue with you filming us. There's an issue with you getting any closer to the scene.
I'm not getting any closer than here.
Okay. Do not move from here. All right. Any closer from here, we're gonna have any more issues. Okay.
I already told you I'm not moving from here, and that's it.
Thank you. I encourage you to film it. Thank you.
However, the altercation was far from over, as just a few minutes later, the deputy returned threatening the auditor that a supervisor was on his way.
The sergeant's here. He said he'd be over here talking to you in just a little bit, okay?
What's up?
Our sergeant, he said he's going to be over here talking to you in just a little bit. He's here. He's actually...
All right, you got a business card or anything?
A business card?
Yeah.
Not on me. I can get you one out of my car in a little bit.
All right, cool.
You need my name, badge number? What do you need?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna. That's what I was gonna need, but I can't hear over the highway noise.
Okay, so you need all of our badge numbers, or
just yours? And I guess if the supervisor needs to speak with me, I'll talk to him.
Oh, he doesn't need to speak to you. I thought you wanted to speak to him.
Yeah, I'll talk to him.
I mean, if you don't need to speak to him, then I'll tell him not to waste his time.
No, he's already here, so I'm not gonna waste his time. He already showed over here, so I'll talk to him briefly.
Okay. And like I said, he'll be more than happy to give you anybody's name or badge number that's here.
Okay.
And if you need business cards or anything like that, you give us a little bit, we'll be able to get some business cards too if you'd like.
No, just yours, that's it.
Okay. I can get you one.
Okay.
All right, hang tight for me.
Surprisingly, the deputy had a change of mind, and instead of asking him to stop recording, he started to demand his ID. Turner was well aware of his constitutional rights and didn't give in.
Do you have your information? Your driver's license?
What's that?
Do you have your driver's license or name, date, birth?
For what?
Well, because now you're a witness to this crime that we're doing.
What crime is that?
The crime that we got these people in the back of these cars for.
I don't know what crime they committed.
You don't have to know.
Oh, well, okay, well, how do I know what they did, though? I don't know what they did.
Okay, they broke the law. They're in possession of narcotics. That's why they're in the back of our cars.
Okay, now you're telling me that. Okay.
Yeah. So, do you have your name and date of birth?
No.
Or a driver's license?
No.
So you're going to refuse to be listed as a witness since you sat here and videotaped the entire scene?
If you need a copy of the video, I can give you a copy of the video.
Well, yeah, but we're also going to need to identify you in our report that you were here videoing, so when we come to get a copy of that video, we can get that.
All right, let me talk to your supervisor.
If you think this cop was being a tyrant, wait till you see what this next cop had to say, as he immediately threatened him with an illegal arrest.
He said that he won't want to give us his name and date of birth until he talks to our supervisor. So.
And you're probably going to end up going to jail, because right now you're witnessing a crime.
Well, I asked to talk to a supervisor. He's here, so why can't I speak with him?
Because you're refusing to give your information, you'll be going to jail for failure to identify as you're a witness to a crime.
So I need to give you my ID to speak to your supervisor? Is that what you're telling me?
No.
Okay, I need to speak to your supervisor.
Why do you need to speak to the supervisor?
Because I requested to speak to him.
What warrants that?
Because I requested to speak to him, and he's here.
Okay. So what's your point?
He's here. I need to speak with him.
You've got no part of the scene, right? But you want to speak to our supervisor.
You can speak to him.
Okay.
Yeah, but you'll be in handcuffs and it'll be at the jail. Is that what you want to do?
I need to speak to your supervisor.
Is that what you want to do?
I need to speak to your supervisor.
However, the deputies had no legal reason to arrest him and were trying to make up some charges on their own.
What aren't you understanding? You put yourself in this situation right here. You see that? You're on private property
Private
right now.
or public?
You're on private property right now.
Okay, what does that do with anything?
Do you have permission to be here?
Did the owner trespass me?
Well, this guy...
He doesn't want you here.
This guy actually did call and tell us he wanted you to leave.
That guy right there?
Yeah. So...
What's his name?
What's your point?
What's the guy's name that don't want me here?
So do you want to identify yourself so we can list you as a witness to this crime, or...?
I'm just asking a simple question. The guy that you just talked to, he doesn't want me here.
Yes.
So is he trespassing?
Would you like for me to go ask him to tell you to leave himself?
Do you already have that notice?
Yes, he told us when he came over here and gave me his business
Then why
card.
do you have to go ask him then?
If you would like for him to tell you himself.
He can tell me whatever he needs to do. If he needs to tell me to leave, I'll leave. Simple as that. He needs to give me a warning before he can trespass me.
Turner, however, refused to give in even after these threats, as he was aware that he was following the law. After some minutes of waiting, a supervisor arrived on the scene, and Turner began explaining everything to him.
Can I talk to you for a second?
Yeah, that's fine.
Do you mind if I go on your property and talk to him, or...
He's on his property,
hang out here?
He can hang out if he wants. Just like you can hang out, he can hang out.
No, I was asking if we can go over there because of the road noise. I'm not able to hear you.
Oh, well, we're leaving here in a minute anyway.
Okay.
So what's up?
All right, so before I leave here, I just need to get his badge number and his or his business card, whatever the case may be.
It's Deputy Camercelli. 315 is my badge number.
Okay. All right, so my only problem is I was just here. But this is what I do. I film what public officials do on public property. I'm a journalist. I gather content for stories. That's cool. But this officer here was telling me that I had to move back over there. I couldn't stand over there. And I was asking him why. He told me that I wasn't allowed to film inside the vehicle here. But
I mean, that's their privacy too. We got to get their consent to go in, so it makes it any different for you.
Well, that's to go in.
Yeah.
But I'm not going in. I'm just observing. That's kind of like equivalent to this is his property, but I can't film it because it's on his property.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense, and it's not against the law.
Okay.
So he needs to get educated on that because
Okay.
that's clearly not the case. Okay. Now, am I currently being detained here, or am I free to go?
One relief was that the supervisor had no problem with Turner recording the scene, agreeing that he had every right to film the cops. However, just like his subordinates, the supervisor began to demand ID from the auditor, which Turner felt was completely baseless.
I just spoke to the sergeant, so I need to get your name and date of birth. So I can give you a copy of the vehicle. I can give you a copy of the video. I don't need a copy of the vehicle. I can give you a business card. I need your identifying information so I can list you in the report as a witness.
Yeah, you're a witness.
Because right now you're failing the ID as a witness to a crime. What crime?
What's your first name, man? I know what. What's your first name, sir?
I'll give you my first name. It's Philip.
Philip.
Yes, I'll give you that.
Best case scenario, that female and that male says that we did something against the law. And 8 cops against one person, right? So you know who I would want? I would want the guy who's not even involved in this to be my witness. That's how it works.
Like I said, this is what I do.
No, that's how it works. That's what we're trying to explain to you.
So they need me as a witness?
You're part of any type of information that anybody comes. We're gonna have to ID him because he's in our cameras now.
Yep.
Once again, Turner confidently stood his ground as he knew that the cops had no legal grounds to demand his ID. Just then, the previous deputy, who had been a tyrant throughout, asked a hilarious question that even shocked the auditor.
And they see you standing here and they're gonna be like, well, who's this guy? Did he have anything to do with the scene? Well, why didn't you identify him? So that's what I'm trying to get at.
Where'd you come from?
That's not relevant.
It's not relevant?
No, it's not. So you just...
How do we know you didn't get out of this vehicle? Go behind and you're with them and you walked over.
Did you just really ask me that?
Did I seriously just ask you that?
Is that a serious question?
Yeah, it actually is a serious question. Why would you randomly walk up to this and then fail to identify yourself?
I already told your supervisor what I do. I'm a
It's
journalist.
I really don't care what you do. It doesn't matter.
So, you have a question?
No, I'm just waiting on this business card and I'm out of here. That's it. I gave you my name and badge number. I asked for a business card. You said I told you I don't have it.
You don't have it. We all don't have any, man.
Okay, what's your name and badge number? My name is Cameron Shelley and my badge number is 315. Okay, thank you. Like I said, I already told you, I'm a journalist. I gather content for stories.
The deputy kept intimidating the auditor without any reason. Turner, however, kept ignoring him and was only focused on the supervisor.
Are you gonna give me your name and date of birth or not?
I'm talking to your sergeant right now.
He's not talking to you. He's on the phone.
I'm not talking to you either. I'm talking to your sergeant.
It doesn't matter. Guess what? We both have the same job.
He's a higher rank than you.
One way or another.
He's a higher rank than you. That's who I speak. This is who I asked to speak with. He's here, so that's who I'm speaking with.
That's great.
Okay.
But I made contact with you before he did.
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
I'm not sure you're really versed in the law good enough in the fact that you're failing to ID.
On request
you
by
will
any
ID
police
or you
officer.
will not leave here.
I'm talking to your supervisor right now. What'd you say your first name was again? What? What'd you say your first name was again? You told him. I just forgot it. Because I would like to address you by first name. You can address me by sir. Okay. Mr.
That's when the sergeant pulled him aside and tried to calm him down. It was at this point that he even expressed concerns about the actions of his deputies.
Argument. You're not doing anything wrong, and but here's the deal. They got a point there. I mean, your worst case scenario is that your camera would be part of evidence, but we're not going to go there because I have a camera. I have plenty of cameras going, so I don't need your camera. Now, if something were to happen to where, man, we get into a shooting or something or a fight and somebody gets hurt, then you know what? I'm taking your camera because that's the way. So you got to be careful with that in the future. Okay, when you're doing this, because
on that one, I'll tell you, there was a shooting on 6th Street that happened not too long ago. And I helped aided them catching the shooter.
And I have no problem with that. No. But that's what's called evidence from the beginning to the end because these guys are up to no good.
Technically, I didn't come up here at the very beginning. I came here when they were sat on the curb right there, and they were being handcuffed. I didn't see anything come out the car. All I know is I saw a dog go around the car, and that was it. The next thing I know, I see them put things in brown bags, and that's it. I don't know what happened until that officer came over and told me they're being arrested for narcotics. I was like, oh, okay. But I mean, you can't, as a witness, you can't feed me that type of information. So then I wouldn't be a credible witness.
Despite the sergeant initially demanding his ID, he soon figured out that he had committed no crimes and was not legally obliged to produce one. Therefore, he proceeded to let him go and continue with his business.
Just telling you, worst case scenario, if something were major, yeah, we would need as much as we could. Okay. I mean, so just be careful with when you get into whatever you're doing. I know this is not the first time; it's gonna be the last time.
I deal with this type of interaction all the time. This is not the type of interaction I would like to.
You're not being detained. You're the only reason these guys.
I know that they want to get my information, but I'm telling you I didn't see anything, and I'm not going to lie and say I saw something that I didn't see. That's just point blank and period. I told you what I saw. I saw them put a case in a brown bag and some clothes in a brown bag. That's it. I didn't see any narcotics.
So you said Seth? Philip?
First name is Philip.
Man, it's been one of those days, man. So yeah, what's a good contact info for you?
I got a business card in the car, and I can give you that.
And you can just walk across when I put up this road.
Okay.
All right?
All right.
All right, man. Be careful.
Turner soon left the place, but he was not done yet as he went over to file a complaint against these deputies at the Comal County Sheriff's Office. He has not shared any updates regarding the complaints, but there is a high chance that the tyrants were not even disciplined. Well, if you think these cops had a tussle, you'll be shocked to find out what happened between these next officers.
So I got a call to go to. I can't go to the car because y'all want to play stupid ass childish game. It ain't because of me, man. I got nothing to do with that.
On July 16, 2022, several Columbus police officers reached the Muskogee County Jail with their inmates to book them in. However, they were surprised to learn that the sheriff's office had implemented a new policy. Sheriff's deputies' inmates were to be booked first, followed by state troopers, and finally, police officers.
They won't let us in.
They won't let y'all in. They won't let me in.
Ain't
that right? Nah, you go in there before us, I'm gonna raise hell. Watch this.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna file a complaint, a legitimate complaint.
That might look good. A mean bun. Go at home. Boom. Out of there.
Central. SB1, please. Lieutenant Ness are about to get a complaint. 100%. That is the most unprofessional thing I've ever seen in my life.
Hey. What do you think? How my legs so bad?
Things got even worse when a sheriff's deputy arrived and directly went inside the jail. This led to an uproar among the cops who had been waiting.
Oh, don't yell it. Don't start yelling. Hey, come on. All right, I'm going to file a complaint. That's fine. That's fine. Good. How are you? Y'all have directives. I have directives. Sheriff says ain't nobody coming in, only 5 at a time. SO and GSP has priority.
So SO has priority,
And
even
GSP
though.
and then you guys. I mean, this is beyond my control. I don't have anything, so don't yell at me. All right. All right. As soon as that last one gets cleared, I'm going to bring in 5. Hey, yeah, unless another SO unit shows up. This is not my decision. Because I'm about to have a stroke.
As one thing led to another, the police officers felt poorly treated by the sheriff's office as they claimed that both institutions didn't work so well together.
This is a failure of justice.
And the jail does not like us, so we have 5 people sitting here outside waiting. It's wonderful. The sheriff is very pissed with us, okay? And he runs the jail, so.
However, things were about to go from bad to worse when a police officer parked his vehicle right behind a deputy's car to not let him go out. As soon as the deputy found out about this, he began shouting in anger.
Them goddamn supervisors can.
I understand. I get that.
So I can get the out the way. All right, so I got a call to go to. I can't go to the car because y'all want to play stupid ass childish game. It ain't because of me, man. I got nothing to do with that. Sarge, I got nothing to do with that in there. It ain't my goddamn call. It's between the sheriff and the guy that works over there. It ain't got nothing to do with me. Move the goddamn car, or I'm gonna move the myself.
Go move it. How you gonna move it? Move it.
Move the goddamn car, man.
Moving the car.
Why?
Park.
Huh?
In the park.
Go ahead and like a bunch of goddamn kids, man.
I'm gonna go get my stuff because this is getting stupid.
Things were starting to heat up as the deputy kept voicing his anger. In his defense, it wasn't his fault as he was just following orders. Maybe the cops were taking out their anger on the wrong person.
I'm not gonna be de-armed outside of the jail.
You need to get somebody to get in the goddamn car so I can get out. They want to play games, but y'all ain't letting them in, so they don't want to let me out. Man, I hope I don't see you getting your ass whooped on the street, because I'm going to drive the by, and you can tell your goddamn supervisor and everybody else I sit there. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do there. Do it. I'll see you over in the car, because I got a goddamn car to go to, and you don't want to move the goddamn car. Huh? Yeah, don't stop for me. Don't stop for me.
Seeing the situation escalate, the poor deputy had no choice but to call his supervisor to come over and assist with this odd situation.
I don't know, but I'm probably gonna quit. This is so stupid.
Back it up so we don't have to bring his ass. That's all fair.
Listen, man, I'm only doing what my supervisor told me. I understand. This is ridiculous, and I hate that I'm dealing with this shit. But you're gonna have to talk to the sergeant over there.
No, I'll be talking to the chief. Hey, chief, I'm sorry. We got a situation over here. We got CPD won't let our guys out, and they're about to go to blows. I'm asking your CPD officer to back up his car, and he's saying that his supervisor told him not to let it.
And again, no one on our side is threatening.
We're having a tit for tat over here. Hold on. Roll down your window. Here you go. Talk to your chief, please.
The deputy started to pressure the officer who had blocked their car. It wasn't his decision. He was just following orders from his senior and wasn't very pleased with it himself.
We gotta stop playing these games. This is retarded.
Yes.
I know most of us are kind of at a standstill. Do I have anybody on Forest Road reference to 7511?
Hey, Sarge, we got it.
We're all standing on the wall of the jail.
What car is here? Hey, move your car, bro.
Fantastic.
All right, I don't get who your sergeant is.
Hey, he's with the chief.
Okay.
Sarge, he's with the chief. Sarge.
What's your name? Got there, started rolling up, and they shut it right before I got there.
Give him a second. I hear you.
What is in Sally Moore? Yes, sir.
Now go ahead and back it up. All right.
Hey, Fairbanks, no. You stay right there, man.
Hey, Sarge. Now your sergeant over here telling him not to move.
That's when he decided to pull his car out of there. But as soon as he was about to do that, the sergeant showed up and refused to give in, further escalating the situation.
His locker.
Chief said he's not moving. We got to get somebody over here. We got to put this. This ain't respectful.
Hey, they got my guy locked in. What I got to do with this shit? Like,
I don't want to fight. Everybody in.
I try to get through, and they immediately halfway open it and shut it on me. And I hear through there's a deputy standing next to me on the radio. That female officer's trying to get into the door. Do not let her in that door. Do not let any officer through that door.
From PD.
From the jailer. The jailers are saying that through their radio. So they won't even let us through the door. There's one person inside there, and now they booked the sheriff guys out.
The Columbus police officers were losing their patience as it had been hours since they had been stranded with their inmates. At this time of night, they had nowhere to go.
He's like screaming at us to move our vehicles. They won't even let any of our guys in. They won't book any of our guys. They won't even let us in to use the bathroom, nothing. Nothing.
This is I think this is where...
This is it.
This is as bad as it can get.
Like, we can't principle someone's crime, man.
This is as bad as it's.
It's pretty bad, dude. Because
It's really
that
bad.
deputy was saying, "I'm about to arrest you for obstruction."
Yeah.
To me.
Yeah.
This guy's got a call, but then my sergeant's telling me not to move.
Right. I have this.
And then when I
thing
started backing up, he told me to stop again.
What about arrested all of them for not doing their job?
Right. Okay.
This is
Crazy.
embarrassing.
Finally, watch as this officer escalated a simple situation to unnecessary extremes, even demonstrating complete disregard for a disabled elderly man.
Take him out of cuffs right now. I mean, because that's what we got. You're going to have to use your force. Yeah. No doubt. Yeah.
Can I get a card from you?
I don't have one there. We don't have one. They don't give us cards.
Okay, what's your badge number?
Hold on, we have cards.
On July 26, 2021, the Orangeburg Department of Public Safety got a call about a person knocking on people's doors carrying a gun. Soon, Officer David Lance Dukes responded to the scene and immediately escalated the situation.
Hey, let me see your hands. Berg, get on the ground! Get on the ground! Get on the ground right here! Get on the ground! You! Burgundy shirt, get on the ground! Over here! On the ground! On the ground! Get on the ground! Do you not listen? Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Get on the ground! There's a gun behind me. There's a gun behind me. I ain't got no neck.
The officer saw Mr. Mario and Mr. Gaillard on the scene, and before investigating anything, he went over to detain them. However, things were about to get even worse.
Put your hands behind your back. There. By that truck. You're not listening, dude. Bro, you got on you, man?
No, I ain't got no.
All right, I'm just asking. Turn back over. Paul, do you watch him say? He had something.
The door's unlocked and it's not always so.
No, he was right here. Watch him. Go watch him.
After searching both of them thoroughly, the officer concluded that they were carrying no weapon. He also looked around, and there was no gun. It was clear that the officer had made a huge mistake, and one of the neighbors even came out to confront the tyrant.
25 cents, got one tank.
Alright, put your leg that way so you can stand up.
Alright, listen, I'm about to help you. Hold on. Alright, ready? 1, 2, 3. Alright.
Yep.
Listen.
Yep, they slammed my head down on the cement. Yep.
Go back inside. Go back in the house. Go back in the house. Ain't nobody talking to you.
I got head drummer.
Go back in the house.
Yep. Y'all bust my head down. Yeah, I've been in an accident. Yep. Y'all bust my head down. You threw me down.
I sure did. You wasn't listening.
Yep. No, it ain't. You had to throw me down like that. I'm disability.
Okay.
I got head problem. Yep.
Mr. Gaillard had been brutally thrown to the ground, and the other officers also started to feel bad about him. However, Dukes had no remorse for his actions, as he also went on to lie to the arriving officer.
Yep. You threw me down. You threw me down. Yep. You bust my head down on the cement. Yep. You bust my head.
All right, let me tell you what.
His forehead.
You bust my head down on the cement.
He was in front of the car when I came up. And he was walking like this. And I thought it was a gun. I said, drop. I had him at gunpoint. And he's over here doing something like this.
You slammed my head. You slammed my
What
head
he was doing is
down
putting
on
this up behind the tire. So he comes over right here. He got his hands in his pockets. I'm telling him, let me see your hands, let me see your hands, let me see your
Why you
hands.
bust my head then?
He wasn't listening.
No, it ain't.
He got the, like this right here,
You grabbed me.
and we went on to the ground.
My head down
That's what
on the cement. You bust my
head dig it, hit the cement.
damn right. Cause you
Where's the complainant?
It was devastating to see the cop lying on his body cam, and the corrupt officer had no idea how costly this would prove for him. Mr. Gaillard, on the other hand, kept crying about his condition as he was severely injured.
Put my head down. Right here? Where's the complainant?
We're trying to get the name of the complainant.
My head down on the cement. If you ain't nobody, we got no. I ain't got nothing in me. Putting your change right in your pocket. Damn right. You slam me, you slam my head down. Hold on. Okay. Yeah. What are we doing? I guess Sam was going to check him out. There ain't nothing about here wanting to press charges on. Who called?
Dukes was getting the stick from the other cops as they eventually decided to uncuff him and let him go.
Take him out of cuffs right now. I mean, because that's what we got. You're going to have to use it for us. Yeah. No doubt. Yeah. Slam my head down. Dude, I didn't know what his intention was. Use it for us. You need to have a look at the camera. All right. The officer did wrong. Slam my head down. Bust my forehead. Damn right. You're going to pay me for that. Mayor, I'm going to take that into evidence of what he had. What? Well, I mean, you know, that's the reasons I did what I did. You know what I'm saying? That's where I'm coming from.
It was alarming to see how the tyrant was still trying to cover up for his action. Mr. Gaillard was finally removed from the cuffs, and EMS was called as well.
Because when he was behind the truck, I couldn't see what he was doing. And I didn't know where that went. If it was still in his pockets when he come around that car with his hands in his pockets. His dogs on camera. Yeah, my dog stick. That's fine. A dog stick. So he can come out of cuffs? Yes. Take him out of handcuffs. You want me to take you out? You mind looking?
Good, how are you? What's going on?
Officer slammed my forehead down in the cement.
Okay.
In the wrong place.
Did you consciousness?
Yeah.
Just as the EMS was attending to Gaillard, Mario went over to the officer and demanded a business card, something every officer is obliged to give to a person. However, the power-tripping cop didn't even give that to him. But it wasn't long before he was owned by the sergeant.
We don't have they don't give us cards.
Okay, what's your badge number?
1059.
Let me see if I can get my phone.
Hold on, we have cards.
Okay.
Thank you.
Go to hospital?
Yeah.
All right. Call me.
Brandon, he can get his stuff off the car.
Dude, will you say badge number?
1059.
The sergeant had disdain in her eyes for the corrupt cop, and soon both Mario and Gaillard left the scene. Immediately after this incident, Officer Dukes was fired from the department. He was also charged with first-degree assault and battery. He was taken into custody and booked into Orangeburg County Detention Center. However, this wasn't enough for Gaillard, as he also went on to file a civil rights lawsuit against the department and the city. The city of Orangeburg eventually decided to settle the lawsuit for $650,000. Well, the situation with this officer was immediately rectified, but the actions of this next cop were shocking.
Don't ever touch me again.
Sir.
Get the off me.
Sir. Just let it be.
We clear?
November 19th, 2021, Sunrise, Florida police officers were trying to apprehend a potential suspect, and that's when Sergeant Christopher Pugliese arrived on the scene in a visibly frustrated mood.
On my wrist, I can't move. Marshall, let go. So what? So just get in the car.
Alright, just get in the car.
No, he doesn't want in the car.
Get in the car.
Get in the car. All right, I'm getting in. Get your feet in.
What's up? Hey, look at me. Look at me. Look at me. You want to play games? You're playing with the wrong mother.
What you gotta do, man? You gonna mace me, mace me.
Look at me, mother. You want to play games? You ever get disrespectful with my officers, I will remove your soul from your body.
The sergeant was agitated and straight away used force on the poor suspect. That's when one of the female officers tried to pull him away, but she had no idea what would happen next.
Do what you gotta do.
Don't ever touch me again.
Sir.
Get the off.
Sir. Just let it be.
We clear?
Yes, sir.
And I'll see you in about 5 minutes.
Sergeant Poulies completely lost his cool and tried to female officer who was only trying to do her job. Here's the entire event from another body cam.
Once you get in the car, she'll let go.
So what you said it's woman? So just get in the car. Alright, just get in the car.
Can y'all just tell her to stop?
Okay, get in the car. That's
Get
it.
in the car.
Just get in the car.
All right, I'm getting in. Get your feet in.
Hey, look at me. Look at me. Look at me. You want to play games? You're playing with the wrong mother.
You gotta do, man. You gonna mace me, mace me.
Look at me, mother. You want to play games? You ever get disrespectful with my officers, I will remove your soul from your fucking body.
Do what you gotta do.
No.
Get the off.
Just let it be.
I don't understand that.
We clear?
Yes, sir.
And I'll see you in about 5 minutes.
Soon after this incident, Sergeant Poulies was charged with 4 crimes, including assault and battery on a police officer. Although he pleaded not guilty to these charges, he ultimately stepped down and took retirement from his position. Well, sometimes police officers come in handy, just like in this case where they taught a lesson to this corrupt deputy.
Or something that you did, she felt was aggressive, so.
Wow, guys. Holy crap. Look. What's up, guys? It's just me.
In April 2024, a First Amendment auditor, Justin, who has a YouTube channel by the name The Random Patriot, decided to visit the Lonoke County Courthouse to conduct a First Amendment audit. However, as he entered the facility, he got a strange response from the deputy regarding public photography.
Hello. I was just reading your signs real quick. I was just coming, I'm working on a story. I was just coming in to work on my story here in the building. I don't need to go in the courtroom. What's that?
Don't record me.
Do you work for the public? Who do you work for, man?
I work for the sheriff's office.
Okay, then I can record you. It's actually my First Amendment right to do that. If you work for the government, I'm allowed to record anyone that works for the government in their course of duty.
Anything you have in your pockets goes in the bucket.
Sure. I'm not here to start anything with anybody. I just wanted you to know that. Can I get your name, please? Mabel's? Okay, thank you. I'm Justin.
Justin ultimately went inside and kept recording for a few minutes before he entered a room and encountered 2 officials who would ultimately cause a scene.
I have a camera and people don't like that, and so sometimes it turns into that. I was checking that out when I first got here. It's a 3-inch rifle, they were calling it.
Yeah, they've got the rods out there in the glass cases.
Oh, for real?
They used to stuff the cannonballs in it. You
Out here?
those glass cases.
Oh, I didn't know that's what that
They go
was.
to the cannon.
Oh, cool. Thank you. What the hell? Y'all shut the door on me?
Oh, we were just talking about something.
Talk about me?
No.
Why you shut the door on me then?
It wasn't on you. We just sometimes close the door like when court's going on and we're having
Okay.
conversations.
So you don't care if I'm filming, but as soon as I leave, you're gonna shut the door on me?
No.
Oh, I can ask you. I'm not saying you can. I'm just asking you.
No.
It was a question.
I think you're being very defensive. We're not trying to attack you at all. We were just talking.
Well, you're like, hey, go check out this, and then the door shuts.
Oh, no. I was just talking to her.
Hey, go outside and look at that, and then the door.
The conversation started to get heated as Justin didn't like the way they shut the door. It didn't take long for the deputy to get involved as well.
What were you saying that you wanted the door shut for?
I was talking to her about stuff that actually is confidential about our job, and we don't want people that are in the hallway for
What was the
court to
subject?
hear things. I don't have to tell you that.
Okay. It's because you know.
No, it's because
That's what
I
it was.
closed the door, because we
Alright.
are allowed to do that. In our
I'm not
office.
saying you aren't. I was just asking.
You are welcome to film here. Like, I don't have any problem with that.
No, I don't.
From this office.
I don't even want to bother y'all anymore. I was just kind of like, that was weird. The door got shut on me.
Excuse me.
Oh no.
I'm not. You don't need to be combative in our office. None of us.
I'm not combative. I was laughing. You
I
got.
asked you why you're being combative with us.
When was I being combative?
And I asked you if we want to close our office.
When was I being combative?
The woman lied to the deputy that the auditor was being confrontational, whereas he just asked a simple question. The deputy, who was already not on good terms with him, began to escalate the situation.
You want me to lock it?
Well, you can't do that. If you lock it, then you need to lock it for everyone. Here, just so you guys know, and I'm not trying to be mean, but if you shut that for me, you got to shut it for everybody. You can't just pick and choose me. You can't pick and choose me. It's everyone or no one. It's everyone or no one. This camera has nothing to do with it.
She just asked you nicely to move on.
And I don't have to, but I really was. But I don't like being told what to do, either. I was literally walking away.
Okay. Well, something that you said or something that you did, she felt was aggressive. So,
Well, I have it all on camera, thankfully.
the right to ask you to move on.
No, you actually
if
don't.
They feel that way.
You don't, though. So law
Yeah, because my
trumps
job
feelings.
is to secure them
But you-
from the public.
But no, it's not.
Yes, it is.
I promise you, it's not. So your job is
That is what I
to
sit
follow
over
the
here
law.
8.5
Your job's
hours
to
a day
follow the
for.
law, and their feelings don't trump the law.
The auditor was right, and it was obvious that he had more knowledge of the law than the deputy. However, if that wasn't enough, another official arrived on the scene and tried to assert his authority.
I'm not going with you. I'm going the opposite way you go. So whatever way you go, I'll go the opposite. How about that? I don't like being told what to do for no reason.
I shut the door because we're trying to have court down there and you're being really loud. So I need y'all to move. On down the road, please.
You can't.
Thank
All right. I'm not going to interrupt anything.
I'm not gonna argue with her.
All right, I'm not going to argue with you either, sir. Can I get your name real quick, please? Do you work for the public?
I do not.
You don't?
I do not.
Well, then where do you have business telling anyone what to do?
Because I'm in charge of this courtroom.
So you don't have any business
Get out
telling
of
me
here.
what to do? No.
Go on.
If you don't work for the public, I don't want to hear from you, sir.
Justin was aware that he was right, and he refused to be intimidated by the tyrant who kept on pressing him.
Are you just a normal citizen, or do you work for the public?
I don't work for anybody with the Judge Parker, and you're interrupting my court.
I'm not interrupting anything.
Just go.
Hey, if you quit talking to me, I'll quit talking to you, and then there's no sound. So what am I
You just
am I
want to argue
interrupting?
with somebody, so just go.
I'd rather you just left me alone, honestly.
Well, you started it. Go.
No, I didn't. Y'all started it. I'm minding my own business, asking questions about the building. I'm trying to learn a little bit more about this building and Lone Oak, and that's all I've been doing this entire time, and I have it all on video.
Okay.
So you guys are starting stuff with me because I have a
Ask
camera,
you to keep it down because we're out trying to have court.
and I will agree to that.
Okay.
Yes,
Thank
sir. So if you have that badge on, it says you work for Lone Oak County, so you do work for the public, so you do need to tell me your name.
Yes.
What's his name?
My name's Bobby.
I'm gonna find it one way or another. Please
Bobby.
just tell me your last name and what your position is here. Otherwise, you have no business.
Here at Lone Oak County.
All right, and what's your last name, sir?
McMillian.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Soon the official left, and Justin started to roam around the courthouse. Surprisingly, the deputy did something foolish, and the auditor was shocked to find it out.
Is that you?
What's going on? That's not telling me anything.
I got a call from the ladies downstairs about a bad person in there.
Oh, combative. So the fire truck here?
Asked him to leave.
I was trying. Oh. Oh, weird. Well, there's she told 2 lies right off the bat, and I have it all on film, but
What's going on?
I'm not being combative with anyone. I've been extremely polite. All I've done is ask questions about the building and about Lone Oak, trying to find out more about the history, and I have it all on film from the very second I got here. So this all started when I was actually just talking to some ladies down here in this back office, and they were being cool. They're like, oh, you can film, check this out, check that out. And then they're like, hey, check that out in the hallway. So I go check it out in the hallway, and the door slams behind me. But it didn't shut. It kind of slammed and came back open. So I was just like, what? Did you guys slam the door on me?
The deputy had pressed the panic button, triggering an alarm that summoned the chief of police to the location. However, he wasn't alone. The sheriff later arrived as well, and both appeared confused about what had happened.
You gotta understand, we got a heightened sense of alert when somebody presses a
They should have done that.
The sheriff's office comes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, guys.
The sheriff's office comes.
Holy crap. Look.
Hang on.
What's up, guys? It's just me.
How are you?
Hey, no, I'm cool, man.
This is Sheriff Staley.
Hey, I'm Justin, dude.
Yeah, what's up?
I didn't know
You wanna calm the
I don't mind talking to him again. I'll tell him what happened
No, you're
again.
fine.
I'm just checking out. I'm learning about the history of Lone Oak, about the courthouse. I've been extremely polite with everyone, just like I am right now. Asking questions. When was the building built? Blah, blah, blah.
No, you're good, but when they push an alarm, we don't know what it is. We don't do like the 911 call.
No, you guys did what you were supposed to do. Yeah.
It's a hey, come on.
Right, yeah.
Come fast.
I thought someone was hurt. I was trying to get out of the way. I didn't know it was me. I was like, what the heck?
If you want to let them all go. Hey, Danny, will you turn my lights off?
It was shocking to find out that both the sheriff and the chief of police came to an absolutely nothing situation. The deputy needed to be schooled for creating panic over a person exercising his First Amendment rights.
Whenever they push a button, we're all going to come because we don't know what it is. It's not like a call that says, hey,
Right.
but this is what we've got. If that was a call, Mattler showed up and handled it.
Imagine hitting hitting that button, knowing what's going to happen over me.
Well, we're going to.
Over me.
I'll put together.
Well, next time you're going to be like, is this a real emergency or is it a guy with a camera?
But what I'll do is get with all the elected officials, and I'll go over with them exactly what this is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, even if you didn't know what this was, it's a guy with a camera.
Right.
It's a guy with a phone in his hand on a stick.
I agree. We agree.
You know?
But yeah,
Yeah.
of course, there's no trouble here. We just
Cool.
We're coming to make sure.
Exactly when I came in and they said they pointed to you, and I'm like,
That-
okay, what's going on?
That's when I was like, oh, I see what's
Like,
happening.
let's just try to figure that out.
Yeah. Oh, cool. Funny. Weird.
Anyway,
I'll let you guys get back to it.
Justin. John Staley.
Nice to meet you, John.
You need something, you let us know.
Appreciate you guys.
Come visit. What I'll do for
You guys are sheriff's office, right?
He's a police chief.
You're the police chief. Okay.
City police department.
And you're the
I'm
sheriff.
sheriff.
Gotcha. I was thinking you were the deputy chief when you said that.
Yeah.
So you're the police chief.
I'm the police chief.
Gotcha.
What I will do, and I guess this needs to be done, is I'll go through with all the elected officials and try to set up a time to say, hey guys, let's go over the Second Amendment,
Yeah.
First Amendment, what the difference is between the first, coming and doing this, because you can really. A lot of guys that do this also carry firearms.
I mean, they'll wear full masks and they'll be scary.
Right.
Both of them were extremely courteous and calmly listened to the entire situation, only to realize that the deputy had messed up. They immediately cleared him, and he was set to go. He then went over to the deputy and made sure to teach her a lesson in law.
They're probably going to come talk to y'all and make sure you understand when to and not to hit the emergency button, because that was not a good thing to do. They're kind of upset about that. Was that you that hit it? They said it got hit from up here, Miss Mabel. How come you hit it? You know, next time they're gonna wonder if it's a real emergency or not. So, you know, the boy who called Wolf story.
These cases serve as a reminder that everyone is subject to the law, regardless of their authority. So which case did you find the most satisfying? Let us know down in the comments below. And if you found these cases, as bizarre as they are, you shouldn't miss the opportunity to witness how a Navy veteran humbled this ignorant officer. Check it out, it's insane.
What are your thoughts? I kind of believe it's odd, but...
What was my speed, sir?
I don't need to tell you that.
You need to tell me. You said I was speeding because you're supposed to be giving me a ticket, right?